If you guys are looking to get a stacked NBA 2K account or to get your badges grinded, make sure to hit up GoatPlug on Instagram. His link will be in the description. Alright, before we go too far into this video, I want to make sure that I go over this, bro. We've been going so crazy with the subs, the views, the likes, everything. But somehow still 95% of y'all that are watching my videos aren't even subscribed. Hit that sub button for me. Y'all know I be going crazy. Hit that sub button for me.
I got digital dash, came right with a I walk in the store and I buy the stock. I hide in the bins and pull out the lot. Got Tiffany diamond, it cost me a lot. They flying like birds, but drop on this hot. 400 degrees, I burned up the block. Burn out, make one call, they turn out. CC the gang, get the word out. When the shit getting hot, you the first out. Cover my wrist with a watch and I flood it with rocks. Now I look at the time all day. Be high, I rap the old block and I drop off the top. And I know you can see my face. You my dog at the end, don't care what the bitch is.
Yo, Pierre, you wanna come out here?
Yo, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Fitz back in there with yet another video. And today I got y'all with something extremely different. I got y'all with the rarest build in the game. I got y'all with how to make the best all-around threat build in NBA 2K. Now, this is actually a really good build. It's not just one of those rare builds that's trash. It's a build that gets 64 badges. But with that being said, bro, in 2K this year, it's like a little thing, like after certain patches, like it gets mixed up with what builds can be what, and the names get mixed up and stuff like that. So this is one of those builds. This is why this is the rarest build in the game. It's one of the builds that you can actually make in the game, but for some reason, we're gonna get into all that later in the video. But for right now, I did upload this video to my backup channel. Y'all went so crazy in it that I had to put it on the main. So if you watched this already, you're just a GOAT. You know what I'm saying? You're just a GOAT. You're one of those. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple. Now, with that being said, I got y'all with a banger coming out tomorrow. Y'all been asking me to drop this joint for a while. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all been asking me to drop this joint for a while. Probably ever since I started this series off the right way. But if you guys can guess that in the comments, I got a prize for whoever guesses it in the comments. But yeah, man, if you guess it after I drop the thumbnail for it, like I always do, you ain't getting nothing. You know what I'm saying? I already told you. I'm already showing you what it is. But yeah, man, I'm gonna go over everything for this build pretty much like I always do. The pie charts, the attributes, the height, weight, wingspan, takeover, all the way down to the badge. So yeah, man, without further ado, no more talking. Let's go ahead and get straight into it. Alright, so first things first, I want to let this known that this is going to be the second most badge build in the game. So it's actually still going to be a really good build, not just just on a rare side, but it's actually still a really good build. It gets 64 total badges. But the position you're going to go with to make this build is the point guard, obviously, because it gets so many badges. So yeah. Alright, next is going to be the skill breakdown. This is where you're going to be picking the pie chart to get your Hall of Fame badges, your max cap for your attributes. And the pie chart you go for this build is the finishing and playmaking pie chart. That's gonna get you finishing Hall of Fame badges and playmaking Hall of Fame badges. Alright, next is gonna be your physical stats. This is where you're gonna be getting all your physical caps. Now, you could go with speed pie chart, but the best pie chart for this build is going to be the speed, acceleration, and vertical pie chart. That's gonna really have you really well balanced to be able to get like a 99 on all those stats. Alright, so next we got y'all with the attributes. So lately I've been going over a lot of different ways to make a build so that you can get certain type of builds where you get speed boost on it, or you get a different type of takeover on it. But for this particular version, we're just trying to get you the closest to be able to make an all-around threat. So to make this build, you have to have finishing. You're gonna have close shot, driving layup, driving dunk, all max, and then standing dunk is going up to 33 just to be able to get to 20 finishing. Shooting, everything is max to be able to get to 13 shooting. Playmaking, pass accuracy is up to an 88, and then you got the ball handle at max, but post moves is not touched. Defense, you got interior defense, block, offensive rebound not being touched, and then you got perimeter defense, lateral quickness, steal, all being max, and then you got defensive rebound at a 71 to get you 9 defensive badges. That's at least 3 gold. Playmaking is 22 badges upgrades. That's at least 5 Hall of Fame. Shooting, you got 13. That's actually a lot for a build like this that can't shoot, and you can get at least 4 gold, and that's 1 left over. And then for the finish, you can get at least 5 Hall of Fame badges. So yeah, man, that's gonna be the attributes for this build. If you don't do it like this, it's not gonna really work out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, this is the best attributes for this build. All right, next is going to be the body type and the height. The body type for this build doesn't matter, but the height you need to go with is 6'5". All right, next is the weight. The weight that I went with for this build to make this build is 200 pounds. All right, next is the wingspan. The wingspan is really where you're gonna be really changing if your man wants to be able to dribble more, shoot more, or if you want to play better defense. But for this build, we didn't even change the wingspan. It just stays to the middle at 81.6 inches. All right, and last but not least, before we get into what the build is gonna be called, this is gonna be the Takeover. So the Takeover that I ended up going with the Slasher, but you can't go wrong with the Playmaker, especially if you want to help your teammates hit shots, be able to take ankles and stuff like that. But Slasher for ISO is probably better because if you really are more worried about yourself scoring, because it's really hard to guard and stuff like that. And then you got Shot Creator Takeover. That's gonna give you +10 to like your 3 and your mid range. So if you want those +10s to help you be able to do things that you're really not supposed to be doing, go ahead, go with Shot Creator Takeover. But I would go with the Slasher Takeover. Now, this is where we go over the name. Now, the name before, like if you make builds a lot, you know that after a certain while, 2K for some reason it like changes some of the names that you can get on certain builds. Like for some inside out playmaker builds that I could make earlier in the year, it will come out as an offensive threat. For some offensive threat builds that I could make earlier, it will come out as like a floor spacing slasher. Now it comes out a lot of different names and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Now, the thing that makes this build so rare is that you literally can't make this build in the game no more. Now, that's with that being said, that's with this Integra system. Now, you might be able to make it with the metric system. Shout out to Nut. I think he was the founder of that. It was either him or a Laker fans friend. I don't know who was actually the founder of that. Now, I haven't really experimented with that metric system and all that, but you might be able to make an all-around threat. Now, with all the stuff that you've done so far, this is what it would come out as. It would come out as an all-around threat. But like I said, if you make builds for so long and you know, like you've been making builds all year, like the same builds you could make earlier in the year, you can't get the same name all the time. Like it happened with the Playmaking Glass a little bit too. But yeah, this is what it would come out if you making it now. And it will come out as a slashing playmaker similar to Derrick Rose, Russell Westbrook, Ja Morant. Those are very, very similar to builds. Now, if you're not really worried about the name, having the name all around threat, just go ahead and have this build because it's actually still a good build. You get 64 badges on it and stuff like that. So, I mean, the badges is kind of what make these builds this year so overpowered. And I have a slashing playmaker just like this build, and it's actually a very, very, very good build. But yeah, man, let's go ahead and get into the best badge setups for this build. All right, first things first, per usual, we're going to go over the finishing badge setup. And the finishing badge setup I went with for this build is the Slithery Finisher, Fancy Footwork, Contact Finisher, Giant Slayer, Relentless Finisher, all on Hall of Fame. So, yeah, man, this is what I would go because Contact Finisher, you're going to be having an 80% chance of getting the contact dumps at this point once you have Hall of Fame. Fancy Footwork is going to help you get around the defender as easy as possible, as much as possible. Slithery Finisher is going to get you the best animations. Even though for me, it's been getting a lot more annoying lately because I would just be trying to play for clips. I'm not really trying to play for the best animations no more. But it does take you out a lot of animations, even sometimes taking you out of contact dunk animations. It tries to put you in the best animation possible for every single situation. Giant Slayer, this badge actually has been known now at this point in the game that it actually makes you do more layup animations, but it really messes up the contest and it cancels out the rim protector badge, which is very important because the rim protector badge puts you into block animations. And then we got Relentless Finisher Hall of Fame so that you can be able to dunk more, finish layups more, especially when you are fatigued. So yeah, man, that's the best finishing badge setup for this build. All right, next we get 13 badge grades on the shooting badge setup for this build. Now, this is gonna be like my facilitating finisher badge setup on crack. Now, I got y'all with a very, 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 very special video. Like I said in the intro, just stay tuned. But yeah, the badge setup we got for the shooting badge setup for this build is going to be Quick Draw on Silver, Gold Range Extender, Gold Hazel Hunter, Gold Quick Machine, Green Machine. That's a Quick Machine, Green Machine. Then we got Hot Start and Clutch Shooter. Now, the reason I use Silver Quick Draw, that's probably the best Quick Draw in the game to me right now, especially right now. I don't know what it is, but like if I use it on a shooting build, green. I use it on a non-shooting build, green. It's just that simple for me. And then when it comes to range extender, hot zone hunter, green machine, that's like the combo to make any build really be able to shoot. Range extender helps you shoot on the line threes, deep twos. Hot zone hunter, if you have hot zones, it makes your hot zones green window just that much bigger. Green machine, as you keep consistently greening, your green window gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and that has the biggest difference on your green window. And then hot start, it'll help you keep hitting shots and hitting shots and hitting shots and hitting shots until you miss, and then it doesn't do anything. And then clutch shooter is really, really good for end of the game. So this is pretty much like the best park shooting badge setup. Now, if I was playing like Pro-Am or something like that, Pro-Am 5v5, instead of having hot start and clutch shooter, I would definitely go ahead and put on volume shooter. All right, next I got y'all with the playmaking badge setup. Now, I'm going to be working on a video where I'm going to go over the most broken badges in the game. Now, silver unpluckable, gold, handles for days is definitely going to be in that joint. And when I say broken, I mean like badges that are really still like, they're really, really inconsistent badges, but like they work better at silver or gold than they do at Hall of Fame, pretty much. So we got 4 Hall of Fame badges, 1 gold, 1 silver, 1 bronze. Let's go ahead and get straight into it. Now, ankle breaker, you can put on whatever badge you feel like is gonna help you play. Now, a lot of people like to do tight handlers because they like to do grab dribbles. A lot of people like to do space creator. That's my favorite one, and the most popular one is ankle breaker. Quick first step is going to help you speed boost as fast as possible. Floor joiner is going to get your teammates +4 to all their offensive attributes. And then we got needed threader to be able to make any type of pass in any situation and it be the best pass, the fastest pass every single time. And then we got handles for days, because handles for days gold is just as good as Hall of Fame. It's not better, but it's just as good. Silver unpluckable, in my opinion, is the best unpluckable. You really don't even have to go any higher than that. Bronze bailout. It's probably the best bronze badge in the game. So yeah, man, that's going to be the playmaking badge setup for this build. And all right, last but not least, before we go ahead and end off the video, is going to be the defensive rebounding badge setup. So we got 2 gold, 1 bronze, 1 silver. So we got Intimidator and Clamps. Clamps is going to help you playing the best on-ball defense, whether you're playing full court, half court, going around screens, guarding ISO. It really doesn't matter. It's going to help you play the best on-ball defense possible, especially when it comes to getting up in people's body, trying to make them pick up their dribble and stuff like that. Intimidator is going to help you get the best shot contest possible. It can even bail you out of certain situations when they're wide open, and it'll make them still miss open layups that they shouldn't be really missing. And then you got Silver Interceptor. Silver Interceptor is just a really, really good badge to really be in the passing lanes. To be honest, I would rather have it gold, but I had to have this bronze badge, which is Chase Down Artist. Chase Down Artist is just a really, really good badge for if you want to unlock the animation to be able to get chase down blocks, you have to have that joint at least bronze. But with that being said, Intimidator, I need to go more over this. So if you don't have a high perimeter defense and you're expecting your man to be able to get really good shot contest on the perimeter, you're tweaking. If you're expecting your man to have good shot contest in the paint, but you don't have interior defense, you're tweaking yet again. But yeah, man, this is the best badge setups. I went over everything in this video, but like I said, man, when it comes to this game, man, they really like, I don't know why they did this with builds this year, but like after a certain time, you can make a certain build the exact same way as somebody that they made it earlier, and it'll give you a different name. Now, this is really an all-around. This is the only way that it's been all year that you can make an all-around threat, and you just can't make it no more, and it comes out as an all-around threat. But if you really don't care, that's not really a big deal. Now, like I said at the beginning of the video, I did have this video on my backup. If you saw that already, you just a GOAT. It's just that simple. Now, tomorrow, I got y'all with a banger. Like this is a video that y'all really been asking me to drop for a while, and I'm really interested to see if anybody can guess it. So if you guys have any clue what I'm dropping tomorrow, put it down in the comments below. But again, man, go ahead and leave a like on this video if you enjoy. Subscribe if you remember, got more videos coming out every single day. Turn on post notifications to be the first to every single one of my videos. Share this video to anybody you think can help. But again, man, it's your boy Fitz, man. And I'm out the big man.
Tell them to bring me my money. Yeah!